Okay, guys. In that chapter, the fourth chapter, basically we discussed about various methods to present the data, present the statistical data, starting from textual presentation of data to tabular presentation of data and graphical presentation of data. In graphical presentation of data, we discussed about a simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, compound bar diagram, subdivided bar diagram, percentage bar diagram, then pie charts. Okay, pie chart. We discussed about pie chart. Next topic that what we discussed already, it is a histogram, cumulative curve and cumulative polygon. Okay, cumulative curve and polygon. Okay, so again two more topics are there to complete. Okay, for the completion of this chapter we want to discuss two more topics. Basically the next one is more than ogive and less than ogive. Okay, more than ogive and less than ogive. Okay, it is almost like a cumulative frequency. Okay, but two methods are there related with the frequency. We will use two methods to present this data. Okay, so that's called to be more than method and less than method. Okay, and the last topic it is arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph. These things are too easy to understand. Okay, so we are going for the screen sharing here. Just observe carefully. Hope you are able to see the screen now, right? Can you?
No, sir.
No. 1 minute.
No, sir.
Check it now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So hope you are able to read also. So here ogive graph. Okay, more than ogive and less than ogive. Here the graphs of the frequency distribution are frequency graphs that are used to exhibit the characteristics and of discrete and continuous data. Both discrete and continuous data are available here. With that data we are able to create this less than and more than ogive. Such figures are more appealing to the eye than a tabulated data. Okay, so easily we are able to understand the data. Comparing with the table, this method is too easy to analyze and understand. It helps us to facilitate the comparative study of two or more frequency distribution. So basically we are using this method to compare different data. Okay, comparison is easy. We can relate the shape and pattern of the two frequency distribution. So one more speciality is there. If we are drawing this more than and less than ogive, we are able to find out the median. Okay, when both these graphs or lines are intersecting, that area is considered as the median, or that point is considered as the median. So there are two methods are there to draw an ogive. One is less than ogive, the other is greater than or more than ogive. Greater than or more than ogive. Okay, write down that. Write down the notes. Pavitra, please turn on the camera. Okay, one is less than ogive and the other is more than ogive. Okay, basically we are using it's a frequency graph only. The graph given above represent less than and greater than ogive curve. The rising curve, brown color, this one is called to be the less than ogive. Low number to the highest number. Okay, low to high. Okay, this color, this brown color, and the green color that indicating greater than ogive or more than ogive, that is starting here from a big number to the low number. Okay, here this is the movement and here this is the movement. Okay, so 1 to 100, here it is 100 to 1. Okay, so these are the, this is basically considering as ogive, more than ogive and less than ogive. So we are discussing independently what do you mean by less than ogive. So the frequencies of all preceding classes are added to frequency of a class. We want to add the frequency of each class. Okay, so finally we will get the number. Okay, so we want to add the frequency of the class. This series is called the less than cumulative series. It is constructed by adding the first class frequency to the second class frequency and then to the third class and so on. We want to add the frequencies. Okay, I will show that, don't worry. Next one, greater than method. We want to here the frequency of the succeeding classes are added to the frequency of the class. This series is called the more than or greater than cumulative series. It is constructed by subtracting. Here it is subtraction. Okay, in more than type you want to subtract, in less than or j you want to add. Okay, the first class, second class frequency from the total, third class frequency from, and so on. The upward accumulation result is greater than or more than the cumulative series. Already you studied this in a class 10. That's what I'm not going to explain that in a greater way. Okay, so we are moving forward with the construction of this method or a J there here. So here you can see question number one. Question number one. Draw less than and more than J curves from the following data. I already told you that two methods are there. One is one method we want to add, that is called to be the less than. One method we want to subtract, that is a more than method. Here you can see here, for constructing less than ogive, first the given frequency distribution must be converted into less than cumulative frequency distribution as follows. Okay, so here you can that less than method, you want to add. Here marks you can find here. Marks, this is a class 0, 5, 5, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, 35, 35, 40. Just write that table. Okay. Next one, frequency, number of students. Okay. That's the frequency here, 7, 5, 10, 10, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 13, 20, 25 it is 12, and 25, 30 it is 19, and 30, 35 it is 14, 35, 40. The final one it is 9. Okay. So you can see here, marks mentioned. First of all, we want to make a table. Less than. Okay, we are going to construct a more than, less than OJ here. So you want to find out a less than. Okay, here less than 5, 0 to 5. So we know that a less than 5 it is a 7. It is 7. Are you able to see the screen properly? Can you read the screen properly? Okay, so here it is. Less than 5, you can see here 7. So you write here 7. Less than 10, that including less than 5 also, right? Yes or no? Well, less than 10 means that will include a less than 5 also. So here it is, you can see 5, between 5 and 10 is 10, between 0 and 5 it is 7. So we want to add both. 7 plus 10 it is 17. Okay. Next one we can find here, less than 15, which means 0, 5, 5, 10, 10, 15. All these class intervals will included in that, right or not? So less than 15. So less than 15, 7 plus 10 plus 20. You can see here, 17 plus 20, 37. Next it is less than 20. So 37 plus next interval, next frequency it is 13. So 50. Next one it is 12. Okay. So 50 plus 12. 50 plus 12. 62. Next one 62 plus 19. This is the next interval. Next frequency. So it is 81. Next frequency it is 14. Want to add that. So less than 35. All these figures we want to add. All these frequencies should be added. So we got a 95. And the final figure is 9. So less than 40. All these marks are less than 40 only, right or not? So all frequencies should be added together. So 7 plus 10 plus 20 plus 13 plus. Okay, 7 plus 10, 10 plus 20, 20 plus 13, 13 plus 12, 12 plus 19, 19 plus 14, 14 plus 9. So less than 40. All this adding together, we will get to 104. Clear? 104. Okay, so that is the maximum limit, maximum number here. Okay, so for constructing less than ogive, first the given frequency distribution must be converted into less than cumulative frequency distribution. So we converted that into less than frequency distribution here. So less than 5, how many are there? We know it is 7. Less than 10, how many are there? We know that it is 17. Less than 15, we know that it is 37. Okay, less than 20, we know that it is 50. Okay, less than 20. So want to add all these numbers together, right? Less than 20. Want to add all these numbers together. Okay, so less than 25. Less than 25. So you got here less than 25. 50 plus 12. Here altogether 50 plus this 12. So answer is 62. Is that idea clear? Is this idea clear or not? Okay. So we prepared the table to construct the graph here. Okay. So you can see here now. Okay, and now we are going to construct a less than j, less than j, less than j, less than j. Here you can see in the x-axis we mentioned the marks here, marks 5, 0, 5, 5, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, 35, 35, 40 constructed. Okay, so here is the less than method starting from the lowest number to the highest number. Lowest number to the highest number. Okay, so here number of students, okay, number of students mentioned in the y-axis, the vertical axis. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120, 120, because the maximum number here we got is it is 104, 104. So maximum 120 or 110 we want to take. Okay, so starting from 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120, 120. The next activity is to plot all these points in the graph. Plot all these points, okay, on the graph. So we know that less than 5, it is 7, we marked here. Less than 10, 17, marked here. Less than 15, that is 37, marked here. And less than 20, it is 50. Less than 25, it is 62. And less than 30, it is 81, we marked there. And less than 35, you know here, less than 35, it is 95. Less than 35 is 95, we marked here. And less than 40, the last upper limit of the free class interval, that is 40. So less than 40, all together, all these frequencies together, that is 104, 104. So we marked that 104 here, 104 here. Okay, so the basic method is there, you know that how to construct a graph, So before that you want to write scale of the graph. X-axis, one big division is equal to 5 units. Here it is 5 units. Okay, y-axis, y big division, that is 20 units. Here 20 units, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 120. And next method, what do you want to do next? We want to join all these points with using a scale. You can point that. Okay, so from starting from 0 to 7, we draw a line here, and 7 to 17, 17 to 37, 37 to 50, 50 to 20, 62, 62 to 81, 81 to 95, and 95 to 104. So we created a less than ogive here, less than a ogive. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, less than ogive is done here. So the method is here. First of all, we want to convert the question or the table into a less than cumulative frequency table. Less than cumulative frequency table. Okay, this is the first step. Should not make any mistake in this. Okay, if you are making any mistakes in the calculation, okay, everything will be in a trouble and a question. Okay, so just to understand that. Okay, less than 5, it is a 7. Next one, we want to add 7 plus 10. 7 plus 10. That's what less than 10. Okay, 7 plus 10, 17. Okay, so any doubt is there here? Any doubts? Any doubts? Basil, Ashish Benny, is that idea clear, right? Ashish, can you hear me? Hannah Salim, again serious today? Hannah, yeah, Hannah just gave a smile. Okay, thank you, Hannah. Okay. Okay, the idea clear, right? So we are moving forward, moving forward. Okay. So we know how to construct a less than ogive, less than a ogive. Now we are moving forward with the construction of more than ogive. So the idea is clear, right? Idea is clear. Okay. So more than method, just opposite of that. Okay. Here marks mentioned here cumulative frequency. So in more than method, for constructing a more than ogive, first, the given frequency distribution is converted into more than cumulative frequency distribution as follows. Okay, it's not less than, it's more than. Okay, here more than 0, we know that. How many are there? What is the total number?
104.
104. Simply we can say that 104 students are there. All those students, their marks are more than 104. Okay, sorry, more than 0. More than 0. Total students 104. No students is there with a 0 mark, right? More than 5. What do you want to do? 5. 104 minus 7. 104 minus 7. You can see in this. Okay, here 104 is the total one. 104, 104. And minus 7. So we will get this one. Okay. So here you can see more than 0, we know that 104 students are there. More than 5, okay. So we want to reduce the number of students between 0 to 5, that is 7. So 104 minus 7, it is 97. Okay. More than 10, more than 10. So want to less the number. Okay. 97 minus 10. Next one, more than 15, 87 minus 20, more than 20, 67 minus 13. Is that idea clear? Simple idea, simple understanding is enough for here. Okay, so finally we'll get more than 40 no students is here, 0 only, right? Okay, more than 40 no students. Okay, so we constructed a more than objective cumulative frequency chart here, table here. When we want to use this chart to create or construct a more than a J, more than a J. Okay, now just wanted to plot the cumulative frequency against the lower limit of the class intervals. Okay, now you are going to do that. Lower limit of the class intervals. Okay, first of all, we know that here, both axes. First of all, it is the x1, it is the y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. Number of students are mentioned. Again, the same method is there. X-axis 1 division 5 units, and y-axis one big division, it is 20 units. 20 units. Okay, in the 0, you can see here more than 0. How many are there? 104. So marked 104 here. Next one, more than 5, 97 pointed here. Next one, more than 10 mark, it is 87. More than 15 mark, it is 67. More than 20 mark, it is 54. More than 25, 42. More than 30, 23. More than 35, 5. And more than 50, sorry, 40, it is 0. No students are there. Okay, no students are there. Next, what want to do? Want to join all these lines. Want to join all these lines. Now, that thing is prepared here. What is this? It is a more than a J, more than a J. From the big number to the lower number, big one to the lower number. Okay, the highest digit to the lowest digit. Okay, digit. Okay, in the less than method, just opposite of that. Just opposite of that. We know that, right? Okay, so here it is. Okay, from the lowest to the highest, and here it is the highest to the lowest. Highest to the lowest. So this clear? Is this idea clear? Okay, now I am going to give a question to you. Just to prepare, construct it now, and show me the answer. Show me the answer. Okay. Okay, can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write the question. Okay, what is meant by that? Not needed. Just to write this table. Okay, so first of all, capital lakh 0, 10, number of companies 2, 10, 20, 3, 20, 37, 30, 40, 11, 40, 50, 15, 50, 60, 7, 60, 70, 23. Okay, write down the table. Make it fast. Completed? Okay. So submit by 1 o'clock. Submit by 1 o'clock. Okay, you can do that. I'm going to the next one. Arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph. Okay, most of the boys might know this one. Okay, basically we are watching cricket matches. We are able to find this kind of graphs, right? Mr. Ashish Benny. Ashish. Ashish, can you hear me, Ashish?
Sir.
Mohammad Irfan and Grishma Joshi, please turn on your cameras. Turn on your cameras. Okay, Anjo Sibi. Anjo, you ever observed kind of graph anywhere? I already told you that. Okay, while cricket match we can find. Okay, basically they will use to compare the scoring pattern of both teams by using this arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph they will use. Okay, so here it is, arithmetic line graph for us. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
No, sir.
Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, now visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. An arithmetic line graph is also
Yes, sir.
called time series graph. What is that? Time series graph. An arithmetic graph, otherwise called a time series graph. Time series graph. Okay. In this graph, time, hour, day, date, week, month, year. Okay, like that time related data we are able to find. It is plotted along the x-axis. Always you can see the time related data always will represent by using the x-axis, x-axis, and the corresponding values of the variable along with the y-axis. Okay, other data will be in the y-axis. Arithmetic line graphs along or time series graph can mainly be of two types: one variable graph and a two or more than two variable graph. Okay, maybe one set of data we can present, or more than two, three, five, many data. Okay, number of data we are able to present in this method. So arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph. One is a one variable graph. The other is two or more than two variable graph. Two variable graph. Okay, just note down. And we know that time related detail we are able to find in the x-axis and other variable in the y-axis. Okay, here in this table we can find the year mentioned that in the x-axis, years that mentioned in the x-axis, that is starting from 2010. Okay, 2010. Next year it is 2013. Next year it is 2014. Okay, anyway, I am not making a change here. This 12. Okay, 2012. Okay, so year 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, and production of wheat in million tons, in a million tons. So easily we are able to compare the difference in production between two consecutive years. Okay, here it is 2012. The total production of wheat, that is in million tons, it is 5. So mark 5 here. Next one 2013, that is a 8. We marked 8 here. Next one 2014, it is 13. We marked here 13, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. We marked 13 here. Okay. 5, 8, 10. Okay. Next one 2015, 2015. That is 16 here. Marked 16. And 2016, it is 20. 2016, 20. 20, 20, marked 20 here. Next in 2017 it is a 17. So 15, 16, 17. So 17 marked here, 17. Okay, marked 17 here. Next one 2018 it is a 22. 20, 21, 22. So marked 22 here, 22 here. Okay. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Sorry for the disturbance. It's a connection error. Okay, so this clear. This idea is clear, right? So we completed the last point here. That's arithmetic line graph. Arithmetic line graph. Okay, write down this question. Can you see the screen? Okay, just write on this table. Draw the graph of interest on deposit for a year. So you have to prepare a arithmetic line graph here. Deposits, interest rate also is mentioned here. So 1,000 it is 750, 2,000, sorry, 10,000 750, 20,000 1,500, 30,000 2,350, 40,000 3,300, and 50,000 it is 4,400. 4,400. Write the question. Done? Okay, now we are going to discuss about arithmetic line graph only, but here we are able to find two variables. Okay, for easy comparison, we are using two variables in one single arithmetic line graph. Okay, for your understanding, here you can see, here is mentioned, sorry. So, okay, year is mentioned here 2012, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, and 17. Okay, so and imports and export, both two variables are the two data sets are here. One is import data and the other is exports, imports and exports. Basically, cricket match, you can see that, right? Okay, score of one team and the other team. Okay, so easily we are able to understand. So how much, how many. What method the team want to use to win the match. By easily observing the graph, they are able to read that, they are able to understand that. Okay, here it is imports and here it is exports. Okay, here 13 to 123 123, export is 100 106, and the 13 14 is 178, that is imports, and export is 140, and 14 15 2000, sorry, 215, that is import, and here it is a 159, that is the exports. 16 15 16 to 231, that is the imports, and exports, that's in that's it 203, and in 2016 and 17 it is 245, and export is 209 209. So imports and exports, that is 1,000 crore, 1,000 crores. Okay, that's what the digit says. Okay, and you can see, okay, you are going to plot it. Okay, first of all, you want to use two legends for that, two indicators. So this blue color dotted lines that indicating import, and the red continuous line that are indicating exports. Okay, so two lines or two legends we mentioned in the graph, that is compulsory. Okay, or will chances are there to misunderstand. So scale, it is y-axis, one big division is equal to 20 units, and x-axis we know that already, that is a years. Those are years there. Okay, so starting from 2012 13, so you can see here, you know that export is 106. So you want to point here 106 pointed here, and the same year import it is 123, so point 123 here. Okay, clear? So you can use this method, or else first of all completing the export, next we will go for the import. Okay, so first we are going to complete export then. So 106, 14 it is 2013 14 it is 140, and 14 15 it is 159, and 16 sorry 15 16 it is 203 here this data 203, and 2016-17 it is a 206, not 9, not a 9. That's what the data here. Okay, and we want to join all these lines by using a scale. We joined all these lines, and that is ready. Okay, the arithmetic line graph for export is ready here. Okay, clear? Okay, instead of preparing one arithmetic line graph, we want to construct two. That's what two data sets are there here, right? So here easy to compare that. Okay, next one we are going for a imports here. Imports, you know that we use the blue color dotted lines here. So 2012-13 it is a 123 marked here. Next one 178 marked here. So 180 marked here, and 1250 next year 2014 and 15. So 215 you mark here, and 2015 and 16 you know that it is a 231 we marked here, and then last one it is 245, that is 2016 and 17 245. So 240 245 marked here, and finally we know that what want to do, join all these then these lines but with the dotted lines. Okay, for easy understanding. Okay, for easy understanding we used the dotted lines here. Okay. Okay, now both arithmetic line graphs we prepared. So now easily we are able to compare the things there. So asking what is the import of 2012-13, we are easily say that it is 123,000 crore. Okay, same time what the export, it is a 106,000 crore. Okay, so is that clear? Clear, right? Okay, so almost all the things from the chapter we discussed, and I will upload the notes along with some questions, so you have to find out the answers for the questions. Some construction will be there, some textual questions are there. Okay, and now I am giving a question for you. You want to prepare that. Okay, forget all these data. Instead of this I will give one new data for you. 100, 125, 250, 300, 350. Okay, so forgot all these data. New data are here. 100, 125, 250, 300, 350. That is imports. Exporter, that is 100 and 130, 175, 200, 225, 240. Okay, so prepare a table. Prepare a table. Okay, then what do I do? Construct a arithmetic line graph and submit that. Okay, guys. Okay, so our chapter is done. Fourth chapter from our statistical textbook, that is the presentation of statistical data. Presentation of a statistical data, that completed properly. Okay, I thought all things are good, and you know almost all those things, how to construct different graphs. Okay, no worries in that. Any doubts are there, means you can text me, no problem. Next class again, if you require, so I will explain it again. Okay guys, thank you very much, and we will meet at 1 o'clock. So that's the happy hours for you, right? So plan something for that time. Okay, so listen everyone, 1 minute before leaving the class. So plan something for your happy hour. I am the one those who wanted to anchoring that basically. Okay, right. Okay, so what is the program? You plan something? You plan something?